From jealousy-fueled meltdowns to nitpicking your partner's insecurities in public, these are by far the most toxic couples in Love Island history. And there have been a ton, trust us. To start, we have Huda and Jeremiah. They coupled up instantly in episode 1, going pretty much exclusive after the steamy first interaction that left both of them charmed by the other. Huda called him emotionally mature, while Jeremiah said he felt like lucky.
Honestly, I got pretty lucky because right when I walked in and I saw her, I was like,
that he found her. The season 7 It couple wasted no time in having people ship them as endgame, but their instant romantic spark turned into ugly public spats real quick. This duo was the classic case of an anxious avoidant attachment dynamic. Huda was emotionally volatile and needed constant reassurance, while Jeremiah wasn't always emotionally available or involved, pulling away multiple times in confusion. Things started to get a bit complicated when bombshell contestant Sierra Ortega came along and tried to pry their relationship status out of him, to which he said, "We're not closed off, but close."
You guys are like closed off?
no, not closed off yet, but we're definitely like.
But locked in.
Huda said the same when speaking to Ace, and yet it only took 2 minutes for the cracks to start showing. In episode 4, Huda reveals her motherhood status, and Jeremiah's response to that is pulling away, crying, and calling it a fucking bomb. Strike one. And while that settled down, Jeremiah's casual villa flirting early on with Amaya and Huda's full-blown public makeouts didn't exactly help their case. Cracks deepened over a weirdly passive-aggressive pancake spat, but they still survived that. Strike 2. And then comes the biggest plot twist of the season. America breaks up the star couple in episode 12.
Boy, they want you to couple up with Jeremiah.
Recoupling Jeremiah with Iris Kendall instead of staying with Huda. Huda is left single and sobbing in front of the entire villa, while Jeremiah remains stoic and nonchalant. This public humiliation crushes Huda and fuels what becomes a series of manic episodes that terrorize the entire villa.
I don't got no words. Just know that I'm really gonna miss going to bed and waking up next to you.
It begins with her verbally lashing out, with harsh words like and liar being thrown around in episode 13.
She called you in the shower last night. I feel like it's just kind of being given up on.
This reaction came after Jeremiah didn't even bother to comfort Huda after the public split and proceeded to go on a date with Iris, enjoying himself as Huda basically wailed in a villa corner the entire day. Then comes strike 3, and all hell breaks loose. Later on, Huda overhears, or rather eavesdrops on, Jeremiah and the island boys talking. As Jeremiah defends his mistake of not going to Huda and exploring his connection with Iris, Nicholas comments that it just sounds like he wants to drop Huda based on what he heard in the shower, triggering her. This prompts her to cross a line publicly. In classic Huda fashion, she steps out from behind the shed, almost like she'd rehearsed it, and spits out, "By all means, explore."
By all means, explore.
Walking away, saying the F word, and flipping Jeremiah off in front of everybody.
Fuck you.
She then walks over, confiding in the girls, and calls him a twice from across the set.
What'd you say? Because of the fact that he had a great day with Iris, because of what we're going through, he's using her as a scapegoat so that he can fucking stay in the game.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, she explodes in tears, calling him a in front of everyone who is just as shocked as Jeremiah is. In her jealousy-fueled meltdown,
You're a
she walks up to Iris and begins to interrogate her about their date. During this, Iris stays neutral but admits to Jeremiah checking out of their relationship, not even having referred to Huda, even in the capacity of his recent ex.
Had a conversation and he said that he was open to getting to like explore other connections.
He's a
Later on, they break up during their conversation at the speakeasy, with Huda accusing him of being absent in her crisis and Jeremiah admitting to mentally checking out. As Jeremiah attempts to clear the air and be friends, Huda shuts down and storms off, tossing pillows, leaving Jeremiah disappointed. Eventually, he chooses Iris, leaving Huda in shambles, angrily calling him a on air.
Congratulations, buddy. You're
Quite the roller coaster, right? The only closure they pretty much get is when Jeremiah is kicked off the show via unanimous vote from the boys. Next up, KK and Keenan from season 5. This emotional roller coaster ride took off right from episode 1, starting strong with immediate recoupling, locking lips by night 1, and hitting the hideaway early, where they continued to cozy and cuff up, if you know what we mean.
One that's very rare. One that swept me off my feet.
They blew up the fanbase as the villa's ride or die couple too, but their high chemistry affair turned real toxic real fast. Let's see how. Keenan said his feelings for her were supreme.
What the fuck I feel and what I think, that's the only thing I can get out. So my feelings for you are supreme.
While KK gushed over him as they went pretty much semi-exclusive, competing in challenges together through the early episodes. That is, until the arrival of the Casa Amor bombshells. In a surprising twist, the girls leave, and Keenan is separated from KK, during which his attention wavers to Emily, Imani, and Naja. And KK, she stays loyal to Keenan, expecting that he fight for her. But resident serial boy here, Keenan starts the toxic playbook cycle. Cheat, reassure, and repeat. He constantly chats up contestants flirtatiously, meanwhile leading on KK, and yet somehow still manages to express curiosity outside their pairing to her. He eyes multiple people, especially Naja Fleary, the new Casa girl, whom Keenan gets close to and enjoys the connection with, and that's where the bombshell literally drops. The Casa Amor bomb, sending KK into a spiral of shock and denial. In episode 19, KK comes across a rather steamy tape of Naja and Keenan's makeout session in the Casa Amor room, shocking everyone. As she publicly breaks down, she is comforted by the girls who try to console her, and Keenan, in classic cheater fashion, pulls the victim card. He tries to control the narrative and plays it safe. He makes it look like Naja approached him, and that he wants this with their relationship being their priority, and yet refuses to take accountability in the same conversation, causing confusion instead of clarity. He continues his shenanigans of victimhood, and KK eventually is inclined to forgive him as Keenan sweet talks KK with recycled cheesy lines that look like something out of a trashy romance novel. And KK is, well, convinced, or rather brainwashed. We're gonna leave that decision up to you guys. In an end that nobody expected, Keenan polls among the lowest and is dumped from the villa by a unanimous vote. And you know what KK does? She dumps her Love Island tenure down the drain and voluntarily leaves with Keenan from the show. Happily ever after much?
Say something?
Yeah.
I would like to voluntarily also leave. I feel like I found what I came here for, and I'd like to leave with Keenan.
Finally, we have Sydney Pate and Isaiah Campbell, USA Season 4. Coupling up on day 1 too, Sydney and Isaiah started strong. But when Sydney saw Isaiah's interest in Valerie Bragg, and Isaiah found out about Sydney kissing Andy Vollian, things went south hard and fast, and so began a vicious, toxic cycle of jealousy, cheating, and codependency that left everyone confused but curious. Let's take a look at their relationship. Even though they recouple to become one of the main steamy storylines, things get complicated when Isaiah explores and later approaches his options. These include Valerie, Mady, and Phoebe, which kind of just makes Sydney more of a backup option than anything else, and Isaiah a boy caught up in a nasty love triangle. This proves to be true when Isaiah walks in with Phoebe from Casa Amor after spending days connecting and recoupling with her, leaving Sydney single, vulnerable, and in tears, crossing a line publicly. What really breaks Sydney though is when Phoebe shares unsolicited, explicit details of Isaiah and her makeout in bed, crushing Sydney's loyalty boundary and heart.
We were like cuddling, like whatever, and like we had like a makeout in bed. When we would sleep, like it would be like koala bear, like completely like immersed in each other.
But as expected, Sydney and Isaiah do their little back and forth routine until Isaiah quickly realizes he messed up and ends things with Phoebe to pursue Sydney again. He now attempts to repair the damage, yet still doesn't give a definitive answer, leaving Sydney high and dry and guessing. This leads Sydney to put her foot down and take action for herself. And guess what she does? She decides to air the dirty laundry in public and call him out during the snog, marry, pie challenge. Any guesses for what Sydney went with? Beat. She actually pies Isaiah in the face instead of choosing to snog or marry him.
You really let me down.
In a rare show of spine, leaving everyone in shock. This actually prompts Isaiah to grovel to her and make things official, where he drops a cliched, pathetic L-bomb that wins Sydney over. He even meets his mom online. A few days later,
How are you feeling about my daughter?
Honestly,
Sydney returns the L-bomb favor. This flips the switch on public opinion somewhat, and people went from calling them toxic to rooting for their growth, and their redemption play carried them to runners-up glory, with them later reflecting on the rocky road of their love story. The show turned a codependent, high-drama relationship into a love story comeback, which helped them leave the villa with a surprisingly strong fan base despite the toxicity fans had flagged earlier. The relationship didn't survive much afterwards, but that isn't exactly unexpected now, is it? Let us know what you think below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Love Island Drama Files for more Love Island drama. See you in the next one.